It's your man Bustin' Move, general YouTuber. Listen, this is not a good story for me right here. One of my subscribers has said to me, touch bases Bustin' Move on the Kimberly Tyler story. The lady from Germantown who brutally abused her son for a while. It was a pattern of this. And basically, this lady is the most disgusting lady I've ever seen in my life. Like, Kimberly Tyler should be thrown under the jail for what she did to this child. That's my personal opinion. As I'm reading the story, so my understanding is she's doing 6 months. Now, the suspension of the time, I don't really understand it. I'm going to read it again to try to comprehend exactly what her reprimand was for this. But she brutally burnt her child, almost his whole body, because she's crazy. Then, instead of taking her child to the hospital, after she got upset with him, she felt the need to discipline him by putting rubbing alcohol in his hand. It caught on fire. When it caught on fire, it caught his whole body, arms, chest, neck. She throws him in the shower to try to put it out. And instead of calling the paramedics to tend to this child that's been burned or majority of his body, she calls her parents, which I personally think they should go to jail as well. But I guess that, the grandparents testified against Kimberly Tyler for, some probation. But I don't understand how, as I was reading it said she had got 30 years old. It didn't say suspended. But as I keep reading the article, it mentions that she's going to do 6 months and 5 years probation. That's crazy. That's attempted murder on a child. That's child neglect, child abandonment, child endangerment. Like, it's so many rules that's been broken against this child that's gonna scar this youth forever. Like, I'm so happy that my subscriber told me to go read this story and bring it to light, because as I was reading over the story, it really, really crushed me, because I'm a father. And as a father, as a parent, we are providers. We are protectors for our children. And Kimberly didn't know what she was doing to protect or provide any mental fortitude for her child on any level. The thing they said she was doing, she would humiliate this child. Clearly the child had a problem with his bowel movements, and she would cut patches in his head, send him, like, this was just crazy. And I guess Kimberly had a sister that she would confide in, and then she told the sister after the grandparents realized. So basically what happened was, Kimberly set the kid on fire. Right, wrong, or endeavor, accident or not, she did it. Instead of taking him to the hospital, she took him to the grandparents. The grandparents kept the child, trying to nurse him back to health. But by this time, all his wounds are affected. Like, it's pussing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the grandparents like, look, we can't do it no more. They take the kid to the hospital. Kimberly gets mad and tells the sister, well, if anybody asks me, I'm going to say he dropped hot chicken grease on somebody he was cooking fried chicken. What? Like this, right? That's one of the most craziest stories. The Kimberly Tyler story of Germantown, 31-year-old woman who, man, the whole story just disgusted me from the front to the back, from the beginning to the end. I have no respect for no one in this whole debacle. You know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to that child. That child is in my prayers forever. Do I forever for that child, because I'm trying to understand how this legal system works. That people can lose their freedom for a long time behind, and in my eyes, to be the smallest thing. But this woman only gonna have to do 6 months. I don't get it. I want to study more, and I'm going to study more into this case, because I want to really know what was the keys. What was the point of view to give her that sentence? I don't understand. But I got to read it again, because it says she got 30 years, but to do 25 years. And then as I kept reading, she was only going to do 6 months. I didn't really comprehend that part. So I listen, I tell y'all all the time, do your due diligence. The Kimberly Tyler story, 31-year-old woman of Germantown. Go check the story out and read it. And once you read the story, give me your point of view on what time is she doing, because I got mixed reviews as I was trying to comprehend what she was doing. But I don't have a mixed review is this lady damaged her child for the rest of her child's life. This lady is the most disgusting mother I've ever seen in my life. It's your man Bustin' Move, the general YouTuber, man. You can see me doing anything, anywhere, any given time. This is the Kimberly Tyler story of Germantown, 31-year-old woman who set her child on fire instead of taking him to the hospital where maybe they could have tried to nurse his body back. She took him to her parents and grandparents stuck between a rock and a hard place. This is their daughter, their grandchild. They don't want to put their daughter in a bad situation, but sometimes, and that's what I see all the time, sometimes you just have to do certain things. Sometimes your hands is just forced to make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? This was the point of the grandparents trying to do a roundabout and trying to play the game to the code, which don't really exist anymore. And it ain't do nothing but hurt the child even more. So like I say, man, I really, really, really hope y'all go check this story out. The Kimberly Tyler story. The young lady, she's 31 of Germantown. Just look the story up. Man, as I read this story, man, as a parent, as a father, you know what I'm saying, as a companion, as a person who takes care of children and has been doing this majority of my life, it just touched me to a no account. Man, shout out to Big Reds for being a great mother, you know what I'm saying? And if you're not subscribed to this channel, you are missing out. It's your man Bustin' Move, general YouTuber. I am out.